Okay. We can start for the presentation today. Let me check, Bu Vita. Hello, Bu Vita. Bu Vita, can you hear my voice, Bu Vita?
Yes,
Oh,
Ros.
okay. Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome to the presentation for invited speaker and Dr. Angelica Ordansa Cortez. And before we begin, I would like to introduce you the speaker. Here that Dr. Angelica Ordansa Cortez is an epitome of merger of different material traits for an effective and efficient educator, having a complex and deep subject content knowledge, a well-founded pedagogical content knowledge, and passion to touch life using the most noble profession. She finished her baccalaureate program with specialization in physics as magna cum laude and Master of Art in Teaching major in Physics. And then Central Lukon Polytechnic College and Doctor of Education major in Vocational Technological Education at the Nuva Ecija University of Science and Technology. In the first 10 years of her service in NEWS, she was part of the Office of Student Affairs as head of scholarship program, as head of the Office of Student Organization, Activities and Development, and advisor of University Student Government. In the second decade of her services, she focused on research and publication and book writing. As this time, our speaker has secured 9 patent certificate focuses on improvisation and energy saving. And others for intellectual property offices of the Philippines and Scopus Indexes Journal, Dr. Cortez has a vast publication of research papers in line with educational management and professional education. Okay, today we are sorry on this occasion that Dr. Angelica can present the material in real time because she is currently on a flight, but she sent a video to be presented. And today she has a topic, the guidance and counseling and home room guidance in public school. How do we do in this time pandemic? Okay, without further ado, I'd like to start sharing to her presentation.
To the organizers of this third International Conference on Education and Technology 2022 through the joint efforts of Universitas PGRI Madiun and 8 other universities in Indonesia, with my own university, the NEUST, and another state university in Mindanao, Philippines, the Central Mindanao University. With this conference theme, Innovation Breakthrough through STEAM and Digital Humanities for SDGs, my gratitude to UNIPMA for this invitation to speak and share my thoughts before this professional gathering. To all our participants, a pleasant day. I would like to start this sharing with this question. What percent of students in your university is technologically ready, meaning they have functional gadgets and strong connectivity to embrace Society 5.0 in education? I ask this question because as we are commonly hearing and reading that this generation, this era, is now living in the so-called digital humanity, we seem to have the need to check the status of our students, especially the students enrolled in public or government higher education institution. If your rating is 100%, this means that all, yes, all of your students is technologically ready to embrace digital humanity. And personally, I am red envy in here because that is not the case in our university here. In the Philippines, there are a total of 2,396 universities and colleges. Of this number, 533 or 22.25% or less than a quarter of the 100 comprise the government-supported tertiary colleges and universities in the country.
Udah tak pateni.
This 533 tertiary education is offering free education in all universities and colleges, which are distributed all over the country. My university, the NEUST, and Central Mindanao University are among them. Free education, which means that the college students are not paying even a single cent once they were accepted. Now, because of the pandemic, the enrollment in these state-supported HEIs increased dramatically. Because one common characteristics of students who are enrolled in this 533 government-supported school is that great majority of them, or about 90%, belong to low-income families. SUCs, or state universities and colleges, got flooded with enrollees in the beginning of the present school year and even in the midst of the pandemic. There were about 1.39 million Filipino students enrolled in all these 533 government-supported HEIs. This number is, of course, lower than the number of college students enrolled in the private HEIs. Now, what percent of these students are ready in the so-called digital or digitalized education? In a special article published in Japan Spotlight in August 2018 and written by Ms. Mayumi Fukuyama of Japan's Research and Development Group, Hitachi Ltd., accordingly, the digital transformation in the world is iconic in the following terms. Say, in Europe, the iconic term is
we
Industry
cannot see
4.0.
the presentation
In
of
China,
Dr.
it
Cortez.
is made in China 2025.
Okay, sorry. Maybe we can review again. We will send the video again because of the something that must be prepared. Okay.
Okay, well, thank you.
Congratulations to the organizers of this third International Conference on Education and Technology 2022 through the joint efforts of Universitas PGRI Madiun and 8 other universities in Indonesia, with my own university, the NEUST, and another state university in Mindanao, Philippines, the Central Mindanao University. With this conference theme, Innovation Breakthrough through STEAM and Digital Humanities for SDGs, my gratitude to UNIPMA for this invitation to speak and share my thoughts before this professional gathering. To all our participants, a pleasant day. I would like to start this sharing with this question. What percent of students in your university is technologically ready, meaning they have functional gadgets and strong connectivity to embrace Society 5.0 in education? I ask this question because as we are commonly hearing and reading that this generation, this era, is now living in the so-called digital humanity, we seem to have the need to check the status of our students, especially the students enrolled in public or government higher education institution. If your rating is 100%, this means that all, yes, all of your students is technologically ready to embrace digital humanity. And personally, I am red envy in here because that is not the case in our university here. In the Philippines, there are a total of 2,396 universities and colleges. Of this number, 533 or 22.25% or less than a quarter of the 100 comprise the government-supported tertiary colleges and universities in the country. These 533 tertiary education is offering free education in all universities and colleges, which are distributed all over the country. My university, the NEUST, and Central Mindanao University are among them. Free education, which means that the college students are not paying even a single cent once they were accepted. Now, because of the pandemic, the enrollment in these state-supported HEIs increased dramatically. Because one common characteristics of students who are enrolled in this 533 government-supported school is that great majority of them, or about 90%, belong to low-income families. SUCs, or state universities and colleges, got flooded with enrollees in the beginning of the present school year and even in the midst of the pandemic. There were about 1.39 million Filipino students enrolled in all these 533 government-supported HEIs. This number is, of course, lower than the number of college students enrolled in the private HEIs. Now, what percent of these students are ready in the so-called digital or digitalized education? In a special article published in Japan Spotlight in August 2018 and written by Ms. Mayumi Fukuyama of Japan's Research and Development Group, Hitachi Ltd., accordingly, the digital transformation in the world is iconic in the following terms. Say in Europe, the iconic term is Industry 4.0. In China, it is Made in China 2025. Society 5.0 put forward by the Japanese government and was drafted in the 5th S&T Basic Plan by the Council for Science, Technology, and Innovation held in January 2016. While in Asia, the iconic term is smart cities, and in North America, it is industrial internet. In all or any of these iconic references, the terms IoT or Internet of Things, AI or artificial intelligence, robotics, big data, blockchain, cloud, and so on and so forth are all part and parcel. Now, what innovation breakthrough there is in relation to smart cities in Asia, especially in Philippines, because NEUST and Central Mindanao State University are both in the Philippines. In the height of addressing the impact of COVID-19 in 2020, a memorandum order was issued by the government agency in charge of universities and colleges in the Philippines. That is the Commission on Higher Education. That memorandum refers to Memorandum Number 9, which set the guidelines on the allocation of financial assistance for all state universities and colleges for the development of a smart campus in consonance with the mandate of RA 11494, which is the Bayanihan Act of 2020. Accordingly, Bayanihan to Recover as one act under this section appropriated 3 billion pesos to assist state universities and colleges in the development of smart campuses through investments in ICT infrastructure, acquisition of learning management systems, and other appropriate equipment to fully implement flexible learning modalities. Now, what is a smart campus? A smart campus are spaces where higher education institutions use next generation digital technologies woven seamlessly within a well-architected infrastructure to develop tools to enhance teaching and learning, research and extension, as well as to improve operational efficiency. Many government universities, including my university, were recipient of this smart campus innovation. Another highlight of the smart campus innovation is for the country and its higher education institutions to be responsive and continuously work productively towards the attainment of sustainable development goals. Now, for the attainment of all the 17 SDGs, the concept of living into Society 5.0 must be embraced by all education stakeholders. Most especially SDG 4 focused on ensuring inclusive and quality education for all and promoting lifelong learning. Henceforth, that includes the education sector and its community. According to Dr. Fukuyama, there are 5 strategic fields to achieve Society 5.0, and this includes extension of healthy lifespan, realization of mobility revolution, creation of next generation supply chains, building and development of pleasant infrastructure, and fintech. Now, I would like to focus on number 4. Building means to make the facilities available. Building and development of pleasant infrastructure means accessible, usable, and available for all. An educational community that will really capacitate the teachers for a capacitated learners. For it is the goal of Society 5.0 to create a human-centric society or digital community, as they call, in which both economic development and the resolution of societal challenges are achieved, and people can enjoy a high quality of life that is fully active and comfortable. Yes, we are now in this era, one in which globalization and rapid evolution of digital technologies, the environment and people's values are becoming increasingly diverse, complex, and somewhat demanding. And in this, there were new sets of issues and concerns that emerged that focus on addressing the need to rehumanize education. That is, by going back to the basic of humanity, that speaks of revisiting psychosocial and behavioral aspects among our students, most especially. Going back, many universities in the Philippines, most especially the government-supported HCIs or state colleges and universities in the Philippines, are now into Society 5.0. The NUST is one of the recipients of Smart Campuses project, and to be a part of smart cities, we need to be a smart campus. On screen shown are the preparations of NUST as a smart campus embracing Society 5.0, being a smart campus. But then, now if you will ask me about our learners, it is just fitting. Accordingly, the evolution of digital transformation from Society 1.0 to Society 5.0 is not a path. I repeat, not a path that can be avoided, along with lots of issues and concerns. And one of these are the digital status of our learners. And I agree that all negative aspects and parallel responses of the society, the present condition and technological accessibility of the stakeholders of the school, the students, the parents, other agencies as stakeholders cannot be avoided. And these issues should be shared, discussed, recognized, and addressed with. This is the dilemma of government universities, the inequality of universities' readiness and readiness of students. The innovation that these universities are now in as a smart campus is in parallel with the students' readiness. So what these universities have done? Capacitating our students mentally and technologically is the top priority. There is an existing need to attain a parallel condition. Smart campus with smart students equals smart city. Students are continuously given the support to attain such capacity. Curriculum were revised and ICT structure for their utilization were provided, and we are capacitating their psychosocial and behavioral aspect. How do we get our students smart ready? Beginning the year 2020-2021, we started the following. Engagement of students with institutional e-capacity building training. Now, how do we get our students smart ready? Beginning the school year 2020-2021, we started the following. Engagement of students with institutional e-capacity building training, along with the massive provision of e-connectivity supply and tech devices through linkages. We tap our different resources, including the alumni and partner agencies, in order to capacitate not just the faculty members, not just the infrastructure, ICT infrastructure of the university, but most of all, we capacitated our students. Sustained engagement of teachers to online training and provision of new computer units per teacher. The training of teachers were nonstop. For full 100% face-to-face classes next month. The university facilitated massive retraining of teachers in handling students' concerns and issues. Lastly, as smart-ready teachers and students are engaged in continuous and periodic trainings on data privacy law, netiquette, cybersecurity, mental and psychological health care activities, webinars and trainings to give emphasis on values and good practices. Sustained means year-round, that every college is tasked to conduct and engage students and teachers with all these activities, because the main goal is to capacitate the students to be smart ready. And at the same time, rehumanizing both teachers and students in preparation for digital humanity era. There are still a lot of concerns to address with. What is important is that education institutions are not stopping. We are adapting and we are embracing the concept of digital humanity. I would like to end this lecture by sharing with you a familiar thought from a teacher himself, Socrates. He said that the secret of changes is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. For us educators lies the future of our countries, yours and mine. Our students leaned on us for most of the time of their learning. In this era of the next normal, let us show and provide them the chance to make a choice, to access the chance and be acquainted of the idea of rehumanizing themselves through education while embracing digitalization in 5.0 era. Terima kasih atas kesempatan untuk berbagi. Thank you for the opportunity to share. It was a delightful experience to be with you today. Stay safe and God bless you all.
Okay, we will move to the question and answer session. We invite you to provide feedback or question on the material that is given by Dr. Angelica. You can write in the chat box accompanied with your email address, and we will send your feedback or question to Dr. Angelica. And based on her statement that she will answer via email. Yeah, so for that, we gave you a few moments to write in the chat box. Okay, Ms. Gladys R.S. Carlos. This is a very, very appreciate with Dr. Angelica. And if you have an idea, an opinion, or maybe you can share your opinion with Dr. Angelica. I hope that you can write your opinion in chat box. Okay, we still wait. Let me say hello to Pak Joko Slamet and Pak Priyanto.
Yes, Ibu, thank you. Hello,
Yeah,
Bu Rosita.
yeah. You still wait if you have any opinion to Dr. Angelica. I would like you, yeah, okay.
We just wait. Actually, it's a good discussion today. Yeah.
Yes.
So for the next agenda, do we need to present our paper, Ibu?
For the next, for tomorrow.
Or for tomorrow?
Yeah.
So we just for the invited guests.
Yes.
Ah, I see. Okay, thank you.
Ross,
Yes, Pak Sigit.
what about bringing us the main points of the presentation by Dr. Angelica Cortez, so that we have an insight what it's all about? I am late, I'm sorry.
Yes, Pak Sigit. Dr. Angelica want to she share about the smart university related with the facilities and such kind. It's not only it's mainly talking about the facilities needed it for the smart university. If you, Pak Sigit, we can share the video from Dr. Angelica next behind.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Let me see.
Oh, I will send you in another Pak Sigit,
Video.
yeah.
Okay, good. Good. Smart universities, interesting topic and challenging as well.
Yes, of course.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, smart university, not easy to do, but it is a must.
Yeah.
It's
smart
very
camp-
complex, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very the trends. If I'm not mistaken, this is the trend of education. So yeah,
The sooner, the better,
yeah,
because living now is digital.
yeah. That's right.
We like it or we don't.
The ICTs cannot be avoided.
It would be good if, for example, ma'am, Gladys from CMU can share what happened to your campus. It is Central Mindanao University, right?
Yes, sir.
We are happy to, if you can share your experience, ma'am.
Okay. And I apologize a while ago. I was not able to give my response to our co-host. Anyway, thank you very much, Dr. Angelica for sharing that very informative presentation on Smart Campus. Here in the Philippines, actually, we have a lot of challenges. Even the Commission on Higher Education, the government provided us the budget for the Smart Campus. One of the challenges is that actually our connectivity. So we cannot actually proceed full-blown Smart Campus because of that internet connection. So as much as we wanted to move forward, having a hybrid instruction, still there are we need to continue on that face-to-face, full face-to-face instruction. So it is because of our internet connection, such as now, our internet is affected by weather condition. There are places with very slow connection. In Central Mindanao University, this post-pandemic, we're having a hybrid instruction. We have scheduled for face-to-face and online classes. But yet, there are cases that we fail to have online class because of that. So oftentimes, we prefer to have face-to-face. Now, another challenge because of that is our internationalization involvement. So by this time, the university is open for collaboration, for mobility, student mobility, collaboration on internationalization thing, for research, extension, and instruction. So there are cases that we fail to do because of, again, internet connection. So even the government is very supportive, but I guess we have to improve our connection.
Yes, okay.
That's great.
Yeah. Maybe the
Good
same
sharing.
with the same condition with our country also, Pak Sigit, yeah, especially in
Yeah,
Madiun.
share the same. Yeah.
Same with us.
My concern is also, this is not my concerns, but I am wondering if Dr. Angelica Cortez sometime can address the problem which is common. In particular, well, some campus belongs to big one, financially strong, and it is barely no problem for such campuses. But I do believe there are some others who are struggling financially. So for this campus, for example, if Dr. Angelica Cortez can provide example what happened in one or two campuses in the Philippines, which belongs to those challenge in terms of financial, how they can afford, because I believe that smart campus means huge investment, how to afford this. This happens to those in Indonesia. For the big five or those run by government, that's no problem. But for small universities, this is a big problem. The question again is how to finance. While it is sometimes difficult to pay the expenses for the faculty members, there will be, if there is an experience from friends or Dr. Angelica Cortez from a case which happens in a small university, private small university in the Philippines. That will be good to cross.
Pak Sigit, can we share the video again?
It will take a long time, right?
A long time.
Yeah. No, it's not necessary.
Okay, yeah.
But basically, we do appreciate the topic
Yes,
addressed by
first.
Dr. Angelica Cortez.
Yes.
And hopefully, there are a lot of people sharing each perspective regarding what he or she views, what she can share in relation to smart universities. Willingly or reluctantly, every university must go to that direction. The sooner the better, I think.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Pak Sigit. And for Gladys, Miss Gladys, we say that the students in our country, also in our university, Pak Sigit, yeah, we have face-to-face learning in meeting. But I think there is a different with the motivation of the students, I think. How about in your university, with Mrs. Gladys R. Carlos? The same. How about the motivation, the students' motivation? She attend the meeting, but I think it's also is always silent. I think the same with us.
Yes, actually, our students are more interested to join face-to-face rather than of the online classes.
Great.
Yep, they can understand more. So possibly that's one of the challenges that we were not able to educate them on online learning. Perhaps that's actually the kind of things that we need to address. That's why I agree with Dr. Angelica a while ago that our teachers needs to have retraining on classroom management, face-to-face and hybrid learning, face-to-face or online instruction.
Yes, yes, thank you. How about you, Pak Joko Slamet? We still have time, Mbak Sigit, ya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened maybe, Dr.
Yes.
Carlos, now students are coming to campus, and the mode is now face-to-face. A problem we encounter is that how to engage the student. What we encounter is that the students are different from the previous students before the pandemic COVID-19. The student before pandemic COVID-19 is easier to engage compared to the one who experienced the pandemic COVID-19. Maybe because they used to online mode in which engagement is a looser compared to face-to-face engagement. So that's among the problem we encounter, what we label as among different. So in terms of engagement, nowadays students seems to be more difficult compared to the previous students, which who do not experience the COVID-19 pandemic. Gladys S. Carlos.
Okay.
Talking about actually on the performance, there's a lot of there's a big difference. Yeah, performance of the students, there's really a big difference. There are so many competencies that were not developed, especially those who are victim of pandemic.
Yeah.
When they go back to school, everyone is surprised. So, but we as faculty, as teachers, we need to help them overcome those lost competencies. I guess we have to address this learning loss. So we need to have a catch-up plan, how to recover this education crisis. Students who were not victim of, let us say, pandemic, they're good. They perform well. We have a very good result in the national examination. Unlike for students who graduate during pandemic time or victims of pandemic. So I guess it's another challenge
Yeah,
All of us.
definitely. Yeah,
Right, yes.
for all of
The
us.
challenge, yeah.
still another though, still another though.
Yes,
Maybe
Selena,
not
so
set
many
by,
that we have another opportunities also, right?
maybe not shared by many, but some.
Oh, yeah.
They express they don't believe in university diploma. They don't believe in university diploma. They said the living now require university diploma. What is required is certificate issued by industries, for example, Microsoft, for example, Google. Therefore, this is another challenge for us universities. They think that universities just passes or issues a diploma, which is irrelevant for their living now, which is in free market. In free market, free international market, certificate issued by, for example, Oracle, Google, Microsoft is in currency rather than university diploma. So what do you think, Dr. Gladys Escorlas? Yeah, let's start.
Referring to university diploma? Is it diploma?
Yeah, university diploma. They don't believe in university diploma. They believe more in certificate issued by industries, such as, for example, Microsoft, Google, Oracle, and so on and so on.
Depending possibly by who is the recognized institution who will issue the certificate. Is it accredited institution? It can be. We can actually accept that, because if it's really a gigantic institution who will issue that certificate, well, I would say that that person who is holding the diploma has that really competency. So we have to consider the trust, no?
Yeah, trust.
Yeah.
Good.
Depending on who is that accredited or who is that institution, the provider.
Yeah.
But in the Philippines, we still believe on the university diploma because that's actually effort made by the students. Yeah. Especially if it's a recognized university.
Yeah. Reputable universities.
Reputable university.
Good.
Mhm.
Pacific, there is a Florence and Joshua and just
Joshua.
maybe they can share their
Good.
opinion. Or hello, Joshua. We still have time, ya Pak Sigit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hello, Angels.
Can I
Okay.
can I ask
Yes.
Dr. Angelica?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You can write on the chat box, I think, and share the mail address.
I guess she's not with us today.
What?
She's not with us. She's not with us in the group.
Yes.
She's
Because
not in the room.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because my concern is, what are the challenges actually faced by Dr. Angelica or by in the university? Why? She mentioned about retraining of teachers and classroom management, ready for face-to-face classes. Yeah, actually, classroom management is a very big issue, especially those teachers who don't have background on classroom management strategies. So I would like to ask why she mentioned that one, retraining of teachers and classroom management ready for face-to-face classes. Which I myself, as a teacher, I look that one as a challenge because when students came back to school, they have different attitude after 2 years of online classes. They have different attitude.
Okay, especially about the classroom management strategies. Yes. Okay. Would you like to write your email address, Miss? Yeah, Miss Gladys. Yeah.
There are
How about the
21
others?
people here, and most are from the Philippines. It would be great. We appreciate if they can share their experience.
Hello, Ma'am Rosita. Hello, Sir Sigit and Dr. Gladys. So I am
Yes.
Sir Jerome Malagana. So in behalf of Dr. Cortez,
Good.
since she is not present in our meeting, in the room meeting today. So yeah, we have the same experience. Okay, almost the same
Good.
challenges we have experienced. Yeah, here in the Philippines, together with the Central Mindanao University and in your university as well. So talking about the on answering the question of Ma'am Gladys about the different strategies of classroom management that we are preparing here in our universities, that of course, okay, the teachers are preparing. Okay, so we are already have this a series of webinar trainings, okay, on how we are going to handle the classroom management in face-to-face classes since 2 years. Yeah, 2 years of pandemic, so 2 years of online classes with our students. So that's a very, very big difference when it comes to the classroom settings. So how are we going to manage that? Is that, of course, teachers are now having this what this called mental health Mondays. So every Mondays we have these trainings on how we're going to manage our students mentally. Okay, and then of course we are going to motivate them, and then giving solutions on their concerns when it comes to face-to-face classes. And also we are preparing the facilities for them, okay, with the help of the university.
Okay, nice. What's that? Joshua, sorry. Angels.
So German
Yes.
Angels.
Yes, Angels. Yes. For Gladys, there is a another situation or another what's that? Yeah, what happened during the pandemic? Yeah, what we have faced for our students, for our environment in teaching and teaching our students. Actually, there is a one of the idea of angels. Apa sih,
Yes,
Git?
ma'am. And in addition to that, I would like to add that in part of the preparation in the face-to-face classes, we also have this different set of orientation with our students. Okay, so of course we crafted okay a plan for the face-to-face classes wherein we have this almost 2,000 students here in the College of Education. So we do the scheduling of the classes. So because we cannot cater the 2,000 students for just
I
simultaneously.
know.
So yeah, right. So what we're going is to crop from the scheduling, preparing the facilities as well as little by little, okay, we prepare our students on what kind of instruction they are going to face when it comes to face-to-face classes. So with that, they are ready mentally. Okay, they will be ready mentally on what kind of settings that you are going to face in the face-to-face setup of classes. So that's why we provide them an orientation on that. And aside from that, is that the university is providing different activities, recreational activities for our students. Like we are preparing for some like you call university meet, something like that. The students are engaged in different activities like sports, okay, like different are you familiar with Zumba or a meditation training wherein students can be ready. So once they go into school for the face-to-face classes. So we encourage them. So that's a sort of kind of motivation for our students for them to engage. And talking about the concern of Sir Sigit about the certification release with the different big companies, for our students to encourage them just to not take the university to have a diploma. So I totally agree with Ma'am Gladys, wherein it depends on the quality, okay, on the assurance, okay, that can be provided by the certain university. And as well as that, as university, that's why we have this so-called partnership. So we can partner with the different companies wherein they can provide enough training for us students to equip, okay, with the essential skills that to met the competency, okay, provided by the with the course guidelines, okay, of a certain program or field. Okay, just like here in the NUST, we have this, the training is not just only for the students, but also to the community. We engage the students, okay? Of course, first are the teachers. They do the training to the local partner or local government unit. And then right after that, we expose the students, okay, in that kind of training, so they can help the community as well. So there's a lot of possibilities for some of the challenges that we encounter. It is up to us how we're going to how driven we are, okay, to solve that certain challenges. So those are just challenges. Those are just situations. Okay, there is a solution. So that is how we solve the certain problems or challenges here in our college. Well, we have no limit because we are teachers. Thank you.
Good, excellent.
Very interesting. I can imagine how happy the students are relating to the condition when they are motivated like that. Okay.
Ma'am Rosita,
Yeah.
yeah, just would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to the ICETECH and Universitas PGRI Madiun. Thank you for this very nice engagement. And I would like to inform the rest that we have students, we're students in Indonesia, not sure if what school, maybe from your school. They're attending classes with us under UNIPMA.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're attending classes with us and they're doing good. They're doing good. I hope we can continue this collaboration.
Sure, Doc, sure.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to hear that we are collaborating, especially we are in the Department of English, and to be more specific, those whose interests are linguistic, now channeled to CMU, probably to ISPS. I do believe the collaboration will be fruitful. I imagined our collaboration with guest lecture series, I think. It will result in, for example, outcome-based lectures. For example, with ISPS, some student works together in a project, and one of their projects I revised in such a way, and finally I published it in a journal by UNIPMA. That would be good for us.
Yeah. Yes. I hope we can further our engagement, in research, not only in instruction. I am also open for, I guess this is a very good venue for discussion particularly in our graduate program. I'm not so sure if you have that graduate programs. I belong to the College of Education and teaching in the graduate school, graduate studies. So I am open for collaborative online instruction.
Good.
Yeah.
Waiting for that, sir.
Yes, I'll just I don't know where to discuss this one, but we have actually international relation officer in the person of Dr. Salon,
Mm,
Dr. Vivian Segomban Salon. I guess you know her. So I'm interested to collaborate with you in the graduate program.
exactly. Absolutely, Doc.
Okay, finally, I think it's enough, Pak Sigit.
Yeah, bros. Very
Okay.
fruitful discussion.
Yes. Okay, we have reached at the end of the session. Yes, I would like to say thank you to Dr. Angeli as the presenter, the great presentation and a good discussion. And for the audience for the active participation today. See you on the next conference and goodbye. Ladies, thank you very much. Yeah, okay.
Yes, yeah.